Welcome everybody. This is the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. I am Reverend Ordo, and there's a question out there. Well, a question I have. I want to share with everybody here, and now there was a footage of a guy wearing white shirt, white hat. And something did not really feel right with this guy because as soon as he did this, and right after Charlie Kirk said, responded to a question and gave his response, before he could put the microphone down, he was shot in the neck. And now the assassin is confirmed to be a trans Antifa radical leftist. And the weapon they found is a imported German Mauser 30-06. Terrifying weapon. Very, 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 very terrifying weapon, man. Very terrifying. And almost as terrifying as an AK-47. Almost as terrifying. Okay. I was out front earlier today. I was mowing the part of the front yard today, and I was pulling some weeds and stuff like that. This question came upon my mind here that because what happened in January 6th, I mean, we all know that Antifa infiltrated that event. Now my question is this: that did Antifa infiltrate Charlie Kirk's security team and orchestrate this event? Because also, here's another question in theory I got. Someone with big money, someone with money wanted this to happen. I don't like it, but it's that feeling, it's that something happened. Somebody, I mean, there had to be somebody behind the scenes, period. But when that guy in that white shirt and white hat did this, people, the crackling sound happened. Was heard all of a sudden. Charlie Kirk was hit, hands was up, he fell, landed on his left side. Now the FBI released a pictorial footage of what could be the assassin. that might have assassinated Charlie Kirk. That's one photo there. And let me see here. Let's see here. There were two photos of the other guy.
Aware of hand signals being thrown.
So this is a guy. It's the guy in what hat that did this. And within a split second, right after Charlie Kirk picked up the microphone, responded, put the microphone down, boom, that's it. So this is the guy that did the now I can't play this because of YouTube's TOS as well as their community guidelines. So I can't play it because I don't want to lose my channel here.
Need to really be looked into. With some of the sniper-looking signals, especially coming from the guy in white and the guy in black. For just 200.
Okay. There's another. Okay, this is.
It was found with an expended cartridge inside.
So you got your well, it's this guy. This guy I showed you the picture. Um, Two men given a hand signal right before Schleicher was shot shows probably right that was a professional hit job. Charlie Kirk's assassination, probably issued by Trump. Who are these two men? Now that's from anonymous here. Ryan Sheed, after seeing Trump's response and how quickly they had it prepared, I'm pretty convinced MAGA just sacrificed Charlie Kirk in an effort to save Trump from the Epstein file and war she can't stop. Hey, look. Okay, there's a guy in a white hat, white shirt, and a guy in a black shirt. Watch this.
Over the last 10 years, counting or not counting gang violence. Great.
I'm gonna show you guys again here. Watch the guy in the white shirt and the guy in the black shirt. Am I buying that Donald Trump had Chuck Kirk taken out? No, I don't buy that. I'm not buying it one bit. Okay, now the thing is, I'm not buying um that Trump had Charlie Kirk taken out. I'm not that I will not buy one bit. I don't wait one bit. Um, okay, let's find this picture of this guy here. College age, from what we got, he's a college age guy. College age guy. Um, okay, this is the guy right here. This guy right there. Wearing the black hat, black shirt with the American flag on it. And this is the alleged weapon that he allegedly used. Allegedly used. Okay. Um, it's you can also see the rifle and comparison between an AR-15 round, which is standard on a .223 caliber or a 5.56 millimeter, compared to the larger 30-06. Now, I have these questions, but the thing is, it's it's really bogging my mind here, because you think those two guys, one in the black shirt, one in the white shirt, white hat, and not even right after the guy did this, all of a sudden, um, Charlie Kirk was taken out, and I'm sitting there like watching this. I'm like, really, dude? And so, um, it's it's making no sense, because um I mean, it is, man. It is really. Let's see here. Okay.
Releasing the
This is the guy that is a point. It's a person of interest. Uh, image of the person of interest. Tucker assassin released by the FBI. This is the guy. Now, I'm thinking there's more people involved, man. That's what I'm thinking here. That's what I'm thinking.
the first images.
Um, um, the thing is, you got okay. Here, go here. Right here, go. Here's some new photos here. The guy. Um, okay, this is the guy that asked the question.
People have obviously pointed to the irony. I was the point I was trying to make is how peaceful it was right before he got shot, and that only makes sense if we stay peaceful. And as much as I disagree with Charlie Kirk, I'm on the record for how much I disagree with Charlie Kirk, but like, man, dude, he is still a human being. We forget that. We forget.
That's the guy that asked the question to Charlie Kirk before he got shot.
All the useful answers now. They're coming up. Hey, boy, aren't you sad, boy? You got a warhead, boy.
But I also want to give a response to the people that went after Dean Withers, man. Um, Dean Withers. He debated Charlie Kirk, right? And I saw that, and it was very interesting debate between Charlie Kirk and Dean Withers. And I found that really interesting, very interesting. I did, and I did, you know. And so I watched Dean Withers on his podcast on his podcast thing. It was just crying, and there's nothing wrong because I mean, the guy, the two were kind of debating rivals, but the thing is, there's respect there. Whether you like here, whether you want, whether you like to hear or not, the thing is, Charlie Kirk, his debates challenges you. He's challenged you with his mind, okay, his mind, and when Dean caught news of Charlie Kirk passing, he broke down crying. I don't blame him. But some of you bastards went after Dean. No. And one son of a bitch went after him, you know, you know, look, there's things I don't agree with Dean. But the thing is, he has the right, he has the right to feel what he, you know, as a human being, you know. Put away the politics, put away the whole ideological look, put aside the politics, put aside all this ideological shit, okay? At the end of the day, we're all humans, man. We're all humans, okay? Whether you like it or not, okay? Whether you like it or not, man. Dean Withers has the right to respond and feel the way it does as a human being. Put aside his politics, put aside his whatever, you know. He's human. Okay, we're all human, right? Okay, we're all human, yeah. And thing is, the people that supported him are going after him because he cried over the passing of Charlie Kirk. Look, we can have disagreements, okay? We can. But the thing is, my issue is that if you're that stupid, I mean, just completely heartless to celebrate the past, the death of someone that throws faith in God, man. You know, through his faith in God, these radical leftist cocksuckers don't understand. Look, what if that was their dad or their brother or their uncle or cousin or grandfather, you know, sitting in that chair, right? Sitting in that chair, you know. I find it very disgusting, you know. You know, and that same guy who went after Dean Withers, man. Talk about Tucker's wife. What I said, dude. You freezy haired stupid fuck. Fuck you. Okay. Look, his kids will never see their daddy again. You know, and to Antifa, his blood on your hands. Yeah. Charlie Kirk's blood is on your hands. Because one of your own took him out. Assassinated the guy. His blood on your hands. You know. I mean, you don't have to agree with the guy, but the thing is, it's the conversation, it's the input, sharing, it's the feedback to one another that it's human. It's human. Yeah. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong having a dialogue as long as it's respectful. But if you don't like what he's saying, don't go to the event. Change the channel. Watch something else. Whatever. You know. But the thing is, Charlie Kirk did not have to die, man. You know, the guy was very smart, very intelligent, very bright, very human, man. You know, And I see these assholes celebrating, and I just want to say this real quick. To you radical leftist nut jobs, you lit the match. You started this. Okay? You started it. We didn't. You started it. And to the Democrats and the neocon rhinos, you also started this. Media, tell you started this as well. All because Hillary lost the election nearly 10 years ago. You got mad, got fed up, right? You're pissed off. But when Biden became president, oh, thank God, oh, thank God. Really? I mean, then we had first 2.5 years of riots, caused nearly billions of dollars in damages, man. Like shit, dude. And the thing is, and the thing is, none of it makes sense. Now the question is, you hear about is there going to be a civil war? All of a sudden, mentioning was like, dude, what needs to happen is that we need to heal here, man. Look, I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care what your politics is. I don't care about that shit. As long as we stay respectful and peaceful and civil. Okay? What happened to Charlie Kirk is sad. It's tragic. His kids will never see their daddy again because a trans psycho Antifa leftist assassinated him. Look, I don't care what anybody says to me. I like Charlie Kirk. I do. I like Ben Shapiro, Kenneth Owens, Michael Knowles, man. And the thing is, I respect these guys because the thing is, it's common sense. Common sense. Okay? Common sense, right? It's what they bring to the table in knowledge. Okay? In knowledge. What they bring to the table in knowledge, I tell you what, they could go toe to toe with anybody, man, and still hold on. And not bat an eye. You know, and all this SJW bullshit, this woke culture crap, this cancel culture bull. I mean, all this bullshit within the last nearly 10 years, man. Look, it's getting old. It's like, dude, it's really it's insane. But there are good people in this world, very influential, very liked, well loved, very respected, who is willing to go out and have a simple civil dialogue. He didn't care. He didn't care if you didn't like him or not. He didn't care as long as there was a respectful dialogue conversation. You know, But if Antifa did infiltrate his security team, tell you what, Antifa is in a world of shit. Antifa's in a world of shit because if they assassinated, I mean, look, one of their own trans Antifa leftists, dude, Utah still has their death penalty, man. Yeah, that means if you're Antifa, I don't care if you think you're tough or not. I don't care. The thing is, you will you will face the full wrath of the U.S. government, DOJ, on your ass. Antifa will have their hands full. Because you know damn well, guys in Portland, in that building, you know damn well they caught wind of Charlie Kirk's death. And the gloves are coming off. So Antifa, no more games, folks. Game over for Antifa men. Gloves are off. Gloves are off. Yeah, gloves will be coming off, man. And because it's just that it's not gonna be good for you, man. It's not. No, it's not. Because you know what? I mean, they're like I said, there are good people in this world that not afraid to go out and do what Charlie Kirk did and have a simple dialogue conversation. I mean, he didn't care if he didn't agree. I mean, look, he didn't care if he didn't like him or not. He didn't care. But he was willing to go out and have a dialogue with you, have a simple conversation with you. Um, you know, um, but again, yeah, these idiots that are celebrating. I just got one thing to say. Be careful what you wish for. Because the thing is, so there were red flags within the last 2 days. Red flags. And um, it is sad, man. It is sad. D. Withers has the right to feel the way he does right now. The thing is, he's human first. He's human, you know. And look. I will defend Dean Withers for the way he feels, man. Because as a human being, he has every right to feel the way he does. You know, and I will defend him on that. I will. I will defend Dean Withers on that because he's human. He's human. Um, there's nothing wrong to feel that way about somebody who's. I mean, the two were. I mean, they debated this year, man. And he was followed by this trans idiot, and for a long time until what happened yesterday. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong having a dialogue, man. I mean, there's not. It's just that ones who are easily offended by that, you had no leg in this one, man. I don't condone what happened, but what happened happened. You can't change it now. And the thing is, I would strongly recommend that Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, Cass Owens wear protection, because now they're targeting conservatives. Now they're targeting conservatives. And I'm sitting here as a libertarian conservative. Um, yeah, I am a libertarian conservative. Conservative, yeah. 49 years old. And I got people out there that you know probably watching this and probably have their own feedback, but I don't care, man. I mean, I will defend. You say, I mean, if you don't, I mean, if you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. I'll defend you on that one. We may, I mean, the thing is, I would agree to disagree, because there's things that I wouldn't agree with anybody with, and there's things that nobody would agree with me on. We're human beings. We're all human. And I'm here sharing my thoughts. And my theory, my theory that Antifa may have infiltrated Charlie Kirk security team, and in a coordinated event, and you know, because there are things that Charlie Kirk has talked about were very controversial, and that need to be talked about, because people do ask questions, and you know, and I believe that we can agree to disagree. You know, I'm willing to. Sit. And I do believe that as human beings, we can still sit down and have a dialogue civilly and peacefully. And but I do not condone. I I I I don't. I mean, the thing is, I don't condone anybody getting hurt, getting violent. I mean, I would rather have peaceful conversation, man. Just sit down, have a conversation civilly and peacefully, where we can have a common ground, place to talk. Just simple as that. But yeah, that's what I would do. I would like to have a simple civil dialogue peacefully, and where we can agree to disagree on a few things. I have no problem with that. I'm willing to accept that. Yeah, I'm willing to agree to disagree. No, I have no problem with that. But I don't like. I mean, what happened to Charlie Kirk is sad, man. It is. But it is sad, and but again, Dean Withers uh, teared up after hearing that Charlie Kirk died, and his supporters went after him for that, for breaking down, and he gave his response in another video, and yeah, kid, yeah, he's a kid in his 20s, and I will defend him as a human being for feeling the way he does, man. You know, him and Troy Kirk debated, and it was interesting. Two generations debating. I mean, dude, hey, you know, um, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, but Dean was supporters went after him for breaking down about Troy Kirk's death. I'm like sitting here like, why are you attacking the kid? Why are you attacking? I mean, he has every right to feel the way he does, man. You know, and one of the people that went after him just completely, man, lost his fucking mind, dude. Just completely lost his mind. Talk about his kids and then his wife. He said, "Fuck her." And I'm sitting here listening to this. I'm like, you know, this is what's wrong with the world today. You can't have compassion for somebody that was very well respected, well liked, well loved, very smart, intelligent guy. And you got these assholes celebrating his death. I'm like, dude, you're celebrating a guy who, through his faith in God, man, that you attacked him, you for what? For his faith? For him questioning everything? Having a completely different way of thought than you guys? He's human. We're all human, man, We're not perfect. Only God's perfect, man. Only God is, man. And Charlie Kirk did not deserve to die, man. Well, I mean, whether you liked him or not, the guy was very smart, very intelligent, and also willing to go out and talk to you civilly, with respect. He didn't care if you didn't like him. He didn't care. As long as you guys had a conversation where it was respectful, right? There's people coming out saying, I didn't agree so much with things that Charlie said, but yet he was the nicest guy. He was the nicest guy in the world, the nicest guy. Believed in his faith, believed in America, believed in the Constitution, just believed in humanity. I mean, the guy was awesome, man. The coolest dude. I teared up yesterday. I like the guy. I like Charlie Kirk. I like listening to him because he's a smart guy, very intelligent guy. You know, only 31. only 31. And I like the guy because he was smart and very intelligent, he had that faith, the his faith in God with him, his faith in Jesus Christ with him, and he will be missed, man. The guy was loved, respected, liked. I mean, the guy was a all around nice guy, good guy, man. But you have these radical leftists that are completely off the rocker, man. Shit. I mean, you may not agree with the guy, but at least you respected him as. I mean, look, Charlie Kirk was the nicest guy. That's a guy willing to go out to every university and have a simple dialogue, and at the end of the day, people learn something. People learn something. Um, he changed a lot of people, and very articulate, very intelligent guy, and he will be missed. Now, I'm tired of people dying. I'm tired. Yeah. What I like to see is healing. Now, there are questions out there, and I don't like the questions because people are saying, is there going to be a civil war over this? The one thing I don't even want to hear. One thing I don't want to hear, man. I don't. The one thing I do not want to hear. No. Um, but if you look at the guy with the white hat, white shirt, the guy in the white shirt, white hat does this, and the guy in the black shirt does whatever. I mean these and they were right behind Charlie Kirk, man, right behind. I'm like, what is it? What I mean, what are these two guys doing? Um, let's see here, I want you guys here.
Really be looked into with some of the sniper looking signals. Those of us who served in the military are a little bit aware of hand signals being thrown up. And these two men need to really be looked into with some of the sniper looking signals, especially coming from the guy in the white and the guy in the black.
That's it. Okay. I got a black shirt. This was there's something ain't right, man. Something was never right at all. Wow, the guys in there. The coordinated, I have that feeling. Scary, terrifying feeling, man. And hey, viewer, how you doing, man? How you doing, viewer? I do not wish harm even on my own worst enemy, man. I don't. I don't. Because I just want to see healing. I don't want to hear about a civil war. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I want to see healing. Of course, that'll never happen because you got these fucking nimrods that want to continue the violence. Um, I'm tired, man. I'm tired of all this shit. I'm tired of the fucking media. I'm tired of this political bullshit. I'm tired of these far left assholes. I'm tired of these neocon rhino cocksuckers and shit. I am tired. Period, man. You know. And I'm just like literally fucking livid, man. Just livid. All right, folks. My name is Reverend Ordo, and this has been the Anonymous Mando'Ade Network. If you're new to this channel, like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. Always live healthy, happy, and wise. I love you guys. And we'll all see you next time in the next video. Peace out. Godspeed. Buddha bless.